Liverpool versus everybody. So change of plan. They postpone that till tomorrow. So I would say sometime around noon, I guess. But look out for that. Keep your eyes peeled. Get your alerts up. But yeah, just back briefly to talk about some things. As the thumbnail shows, it's five trophies, and hopefully we will be getting the sixth this weekend. That's the plan. That's the aim. And still a lot of news coming out about flights, and yeah, it's really unfortunate to have so many people not be able to make it to Kiev. People who've had for weeks plans to be sitting at home, sat at home with a Champions League ticket, not being able to make it. I know there's people on Twitter who've been giving their tickets up for people who are able to make it or somehow, some way, whatever. It's really bad. It looks like it's at least 700, which doesn't really seem like a big number in the grand scheme of things, but it is. So, listen, there's always ways to keep us from supporting the team, traveling safely, and not to say that UEFA or somebody somehow made this happen purposely. Because again, I don't know how it looks for Real Madrid fans. I don't know if they're having the same issues or not. Of course, I'm only looking at Liverpool news. Owen, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Uh, so I don't really know how hard it is for Real Madrid. I know Liverpool is getting the hard way to go, and I know people driving on coaches 17 hours or longer, all the thousands and thousands of miles. Dedication, man, dedication. There's people who on the way back will even have it harder, having to stop off in different countries just to get home, and hopefully it's all worth it. We win this game, and you're not even thinking about that. You're enjoying how long the trip is because you're just still so happy about the game. So um, just getting into the game somewhat briefly, some of the things that I talked about earlier, and one of those things is they talk about the midfield and how on paper, this midfield with Cruz and he's affectionately called Dritch, but Modric, Casemiro. There's been a leaked starting 11. I think for us, there's nothing that really needs to be leaked. The only I think question may have been Milner, but he looks as if he'll be fine. So it's obviously going to be Milner in the midfield. That was the only player that I think people were curious about. Was he going to have Emery come in, Lallana, whatever? It'll be Milner, I believe. And this leaked starting 11, whether it's true or not, has Isco with Benzema and Ronaldo up top. So according to that, it won't be any Bale besides off the bench. So that midfield though is supposed to be who wants it more. That's it. Yeah, yeah, I agree, Adam. That the midfield is supposed to be so great, and I think, in fact, I know, Luka Modric and Cruz are supposed to be really, really good with the ball at their feet and making passes, and they have the highest percentage of passing or whatever. And our midfield has to be all over that. To me, that's one of the key battles with nullifying whatever they can do, the avenues they want to go in terms of getting the ball forward. And again, Madrid, they're not really a wing-heavy team. Hopefully, we can grab three. And say that's the plan, man. My final score prediction, which I'll say at the end is I'll talk about the end a little more, is 4-2. And I think a lot of that has to do with those first 15, 20 minutes, getting on them early. I've said before that the City game is a blueprint, but I don't really know if I believe that. I mean, I think City and Real Madrid are two very different teams. Both really good, of course. Two of the top teams in Europe, you could say, arguably. Um, and both teams filled with amazing players. But whereas I think City used their wing play a bit more to pretty good success, actually, except for us in the Champions League. But I think Madrid is more of a direct team, and they'll have Isco right underneath there, and then Benzema and Ronaldo. Like I said, listen, it doesn't mean they can score from wing positions. Um, Marcelo is a master at that. He's gotten a lot of goals outside the box, in the box, from kind of a wing kind of position, and that's the whole idea. If they do have any wing play, any width, it's from their fullbacks, specifically Marcelo. The first 30 minutes are going to be stressed. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to the stress, man. That's all part of it. That positive stress, like, are we going to break them down? Who's going to score first? So no, I mean, I'm just no sleep tonight. That's for sure. And then I just can't wait, man. I just can't wait to hear that Champions League music, man. That anthem. I might watch the championship. Exactly. Is Lovren can to start? What? Oh, you love Chan to start? Okay. He hasn't been playing for a while. I think that talk about what's fair, but I think Milner should definitely get the nod. And again, it might be down to the wire. I don't know. Klopp has made it seem like Milner was fine, but we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Maybe Emery does start. I highly doubt it, but let's see. But they're not really a width based team. You know what I mean? It's more of direct, and funneling those balls into their top guys. Benzema and Ronaldo, and like I said, Marcelo being that kind of auxiliary, if you will, a winger, playing up forward like that. So um, that's going to obviously be the key. I believe Marcelo is left fullback, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So obviously, I think we could use his physical side of the game tomorrow. No, I agree. I agree. My only thing is if you, so if you would bring Chan in, who would you take out? Is it Milner or is it Genie? Everybody looks good at corners against us, man. So that doesn't really bother me. I just hope that tomorrow we can stop that, put that to an end. Because for me, if you have Chan, Milner, and Henderson, that's too pedestrian. You know what I mean? And someone said that Genie is more creative than Emery the other day, and I don't agree with that. And I love Emery, but I mean, well, yeah. But if I said that, then obviously I do. But no, the fact for me is that um, you can maybe say they're on the same level, but I think Emery might be even slightly better at creating things. Milner has to play tomorrow. Be criminally leave him out. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. That's why I say like I don't really want to talk about what's fair and what's not because this is life, and you don't always really deal with what's fair. But get some light in here. But yeah, I mean, listen, it I can picture Andy Bobby left. Say it again about Andy Robinson. What was that you said about Andy Robinson? Say that again. I didn't catch that. Nice and sunny here today. Um, Probably too much for my liking as far as the humidity anyway. I know it's not the brightest in here, but I think you guys will be fine. I like this kind of silhouette going on with the sun hitting off my face. Yeah, don't deal in what's fair, but he's been clear. Yeah, no, yeah, and I agree. I mean, I think it would definitely be that you got to put Milner in the game, and I think just his. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, and one I think consistent thread in that is that although Henderson has the armband, I'll get into Henderson because he's come a long way with this team. It doesn't mean that we don't have other leaders. It doesn't mean that Van Dijk can't have his moments. It doesn't mean that Milner can have his moments or whoever else. But I think tomorrow we're gonna need to see that from everybody. I can picture Andy Bobby last second header. Yeah, somebody asked on Twitter if we had a 91st or 90 a goal in the 91st minute, who would you pick? I'm typical myself. I don't care who it is, but if I had to pick, Robbo would be one of those. Yeah, but I don't care who it is. I don't care who gets the goals tomorrow. I don't care if we score five and Salah has none. I really don't care because to me it's not about who scores. It's about the team fighting together. But anyway, Henderson, for everything we've said about him, I know there's a lot of people who have never said a bad word about him. I don't know too many of those people, but there are people out there that exist. I will hold my hand up and say I've never really rated Henderson, and I still believe for us to be consistently good in the league in all competitions, we do need a better option than Henderson. That's just my opinion. Um, yeah, everybody's going to be key, but yeah, Henderson for sure. Being the captain, kind of being in that kind of shadow, which is I think is ridiculous, but I'm gonna say it because I think that's just how people looked at it. That kind of shadow of you know Gerard. They even said it in the pre-match press conference. The lady said something like, you're basically a substitution for Gerard. Basically said you're not really much, you know what I mean? But you're here at this level. What are you gonna do? Oh, that's a nice beer. But he's been with Liverpool for a while now, man. It seems forever. And if you could really, you're right. But Hendo has improved on the clock. What I was going to get into, you took the words right out of my mind, man. Good point. um, Guys, do you guys remember at one point Brendan Rodgers wanted Clint Dempsey for Henderson? I mean, thinking about that now, at the time, I think Dempsey was doing okay for Fulham. I think he was that great, but at the time I might have taken it just because I just wasn't that big on Henderson. But to see how Henderson has grown, like you said, under Klopp, and that goes for every player under Klopp. I mean, everybody has stepped up just that much. Even Salah, you know what I mean? He wasn't doing this anywhere else. Is it just coincidence that he comes to Liverpool and he has this amazing season, the season of his career? Yeah, yeah, but I'd be glad to use his famous words tomorrow when we win the final. Um, what he always used to say? Amazing composure. No, what was the phrase that Brandon Rodgers would always say? Exceptional. No, not composure. Character. What was it? Incredible character. Something he used to say. But I'm holding that in my back pocket, ready to say that after the game. Assuming we do well, we show great character. Right. Great character. So, um, but yeah, this is the thing about Clint Dempsey. I mean, what is he doing now? Somewhere in the MLS. Probably going to retire in the next few years. A lot of injuries caught up to him, but I'm proud of Henderson, man. He's stuck in there, and again, like every other player under Klopp, they just seem to thrive, man. And he's saying things like he told Lovren that he was a world class center back. Now listen, that's a bit much, but that's what he thinks about him, and part of that is just building up his own esteem, his own confidence. I mean, you're not gonna tell your player he's dog shit like we might say as fans, but I think Klopp is just, and all the players say, and it's not just a throwaway line. I think you can see that the players love playing for this guy, man, and not just for the hugs and all that. Cause I got a feeling that Klopp is really straight up with these dudes behind closed doors in the locker room, and meetings and one-on-one meetings in his office. I think he gets in their ass straight up, man to man. Pause. But I think he also is there to say, listen, I'm a I don't want to say father figure because I hate that scenario or that narrative, but I think he's like that big brother, if you will. I mean, you have Mo Salah calling him a really good friend as well as a manager. You know what I mean? So I think he has that dictator side to him. Dictator might be a little harsh, but you know what I mean. He has that kind of disciplinarian, if you will, and he kind of have that tough love. I think that's what every player, from the best player to the player who doesn't play as much, and that's why guys, I think they try their best to stay ready. And when the numbers call, I mean, take Robinson prime example. Apparently, Robinson was saying, "Look, what I got to do to get in this game? I know you got Alberto here, but don't you see me, motherfucker? Don't you see me playing all these games and training?" And Klopp told him that was defense or something he had to work on. Fixed that up right away, and Klopp hasn't changed his mind since. Now, it just so happened Alberto was injured in and around that time, but I think we saw the tide was changing to Robbo, and I think we had all been calling out for that. Waited his time, got his opportunity, and made the best of it. You could say Genie to an extent. I think it was pretty marked on who our kind of best midfield was when everyone was healthy. Emery, Genie, Ox, Milner, Henderson. Genie was kind of that odd guy out. Now he was good to have like as a rotation option, but he wasn't really going to be getting in over Emery and or Ox. So, in my opinion, I sort of feel nervous about Ronaldo running at Trent. Yeah, but I mean, I think we probably felt that too when we played against Sane. And listen, I get it. Sane is nowhere near Ronaldo. At the same time, as much as he was meant to struggle with Sane, clearly he's going to struggle with Ronaldo. People are saying, right? So, listen, it's all about the team helping each other, though. That's what these lines I think that people hear and just think this again throwaway lines is true. Is this team defends as a team. They do everything as a team. So and that starts from the jump with Firmino pressing and running around crazy, and the wing guys doing the same thing. So if we've got somebody cheating and helping back and just having somebody beat on Ronaldo, I think we can shut Ronaldo out. I really do. If you think about the games specifically in the last semifinal tie they had, he wasn't really a big factor. Klopp deserves this tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. It's you know I want it for Liverpool. I want it for us, you guys, me, the supporters. But I really want it for Klopp, man. I mean, just I think sometimes we got to step back and look at it. That's three finals and not even three full seasons. Three finals in 2.5 seasons. Feels like a cry if you get on this face. Yeah, well, that's the thing, and we know Real Madrid. They engage themselves in these kind of dark arts. They will wait wait to see what happens when we get a foul or yellow card. Every single Real Madrid player, excluding the goalkeeper because he's so far back, will be berating that player, getting around the ref, trying to influence some kind of yellow card, red card, sending off, whatever. They're gonna do it. Mark my words. You've seen it before. This is what they do. They get a foul on the ground late in the game if they got a lead or comfortable score line or whatever is tied. They want to just bring it to extra time. They'll roll around the field. This is what they do. But tomorrow we cannot. We have to do everything we can to not allow the refs to be an issue or an excuse, and not to have a boneheaded decision, an own goal, or the keeper messes up and swipes it, or Lovren clears it off somebody's head. We cannot have That kind of game. Look, listen, in a game of 90 minutes against a team like this, you can expect a mistake or two. Yeah, yeah, they are clinical at the dark art. So, I mean, listen, everybody's saying we have to play a perfect game, and if Real Madrid don't play a perfect game, they still can win. Those things are more so the Real Madrid not having to play a perfect game and still winning, whether it's through referees or a team allows them to hang around, don't take our chances like Bayern, like Juve did. Well, Juve more so just made a bad decision at the end. But I would say more like Spurs did in that second leg. But I don't know if it's about a perfect game because that's not possible. That we've never had a perfect game. We've had some moments that were close to being perfect. Perfect game would be games where we can score double digits on teams and we don't. We only score 4 or 5 because we missed our chances. So I'm not looking for a perfect game. I'm looking for a perfect energy level. I'm looking for guys to be perfect as far as leaving at the last game of the season for all the marbles, leaving everything on that field, blood, sweat, tears, whatever, leaving everything on the field. I know, man. It's a stressful. It's a good. Listen, we win this, man. I don't need any more Christmases for next 20, 25 years. Seriously, man. This will definitely be the biggest get well marriage. Onyx. Those are two really great gifts. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like this is like one of the most amazing presents you could ever get. And actually just the occasion, just the fact that Liverpool is in the final, is enough of a gift for me. Seriously, winning it would just be amazing. We can do this. We have a believe. Yeah, yeah. I'm not. I have no negative thoughts of but we no. My thinking is we are Liverpool. That's right. And I love how Klopp makes a point to keep saying that in his press conferences. That is a good damn beer. Wow. Um, so just a fun time, guys. It's always good to be a Liverpool fan, but especially now, and it's just a nice feeling. Klopp has just come in, and like I said, these 3 finals in 2 years. I mean, I'm sure Pep. I mean, because and then people will say, "Oh, you've been there, you're doing things." Look, you got to get there. You got to. It's like a lottery. You got to play to win. If you get there, that's half the battle. Yes, we want to win. And yes, I would have loved for us to beat City in that League Cup that season and beat Sevilla in the Champions League. More so, I mean, on the Europa League, more so just to get to the Champions League than anything. The trophy, yeah, but I wanted us to play in Europe the next season. But you got to get there. And the thing about all these teams I talk about is United fans, Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans. They haven't been, as good as Man United was in those that stretch of years. They don't have many Champions Leagues to show for it. You know what I mean? I don't know how many exactly it is. I don't know how many appearances it is either, but they don't have anywhere near as many as we do. Neither does any other team in the English Premier League or English football in general. So, um, as much as this is a Real Madrid competition, they won the first 5, I think it was, first 3 or 5 in a row of the creation of the Champions League. You got Bayern, who's done it, I think, 3 times in a row before it was kind of this style of Champions League. I think it was called the Europe, uh, whatever. It was a different competition. So, um, but we've done pretty well also in these competitions. So, why not us, man? Why not shook up the world? Why not just shock everybody and just flex and show people what this team is made of. All the things we've gone through, man. All the things European Cup. Thank you, Adam. All the things we've gone through. All the ups and downs. Number 10 leaving us. Um, the manager. I mean, I've talked about it before, but these are things we got to remember. And this all started from this young man, Trent Alexander, against Hoffenheim in that tie, and that was like a final in itself. Because whoever lost that was done. You win it, you go on to the next round. And we've been fighting from that point on. Scoring goals, scoring 5 goals or more against teams left and right, just totally dominating teams. Most goals in the competition. Listen, man, it's big, and it's an occasion that we all should embrace and just immerse ourselves in, because we don't know when we'll do this again. And for world, what's up, man? Mama, it's crazy how people still don't respect us. It's crazy. It's not shocking. It is what it is. I love it. I love it personally because it's like, as I said earlier, backs up. Sorry about the coughing, man. I'm a little under the weather. Backs up against the wall. We come out fighting. You know what I mean? I'm nervous too, man. But it's a like I said, it's a good kind of butterflies in your stomach nerve. I just can't wait to kick off, man. I was gonna say I might watch that. There's a championship playoff tomorrow. I think Aston Villa, Fulham, and I don't know the other teams, but I think that's on at 5. Was it just one game? I don't know. So I might watch that just to My mind's gonna be racing. I gotta watch something. Yeah, exactly. I spoke about it earlier. There's been a lot of stuff being written about. I don't think these players are dumb. So maybe it's just the journalists and reporters in Spain, but they're saying all these things about how Real Madrid is so relaxed, and which is cool. But this is the easiest team they have to play against. They're not worried. Our defense is terrible. They can get at us. That's fine, cool, because all those things might be true. I'm going out to play football all day to pass the time. That's actually a good idea. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Um, but yeah, you got to figure out something to pass the time. But like I said earlier, I hope Klopp is just passing out these little clippings of newspapers of everything they're saying about them. Because yeah, that can only fuel you, right? When you hear these things, when you hear that you don't even belong here, Real Madrid aren't even checking for you, they don't even take you serious. Then BT Sport, okay, okay, yeah, I know. I was telling people if they don't know, BT Sport will have it streamed on YouTube. So okay, yeah, I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna definitely check it. I have a great feeling. Anybody check the Salah documentary? We don't get it on this side of the world, of course. But I was hoping they were going to release it on YouTube soon, Channel 4 or whatever. First go, I think. Yeah, but that's the thing, man, and that's a big. We need to get on them early, 15 minutes long. You said you loved it, yeah, yeah. I want to see it, man. I've seen some clips, but not from beginning to end. You saw it too, Owen? Okay, 1 hour. He's so humble. Oh, he's great. He's great, man. He's amazing. He's amazing. And I spoke about it before, but him and the Lovren bit was nice too. But now Salah's just. I mean, how can you not love this dude, man? I think somebody was saying something else was 15. Um, but yeah, I mean, I would hope they would make a documentary on Salah 15 minutes. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Just great times, guys. Beyond excited, man. Gonna be here with the family, get some good food, some good beverages, and hopefully enjoy a really, really good 90, 120 minutes or whatever it is of football. Um, 23, 20. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, wait. So, okay, 23, 26. Okay, got you. So that's what, 12 something? Um, or 11 something. Anyway, yeah, so it'd be good. But yeah, like I said, tomorrow we'll have Jams and myself on. Maybe Anfield Roar, if you got time, man, you can come on with us. Um, just talk about the game before. I understand if you can't, man, but everybody has their own ritual and things they do before games, and But if you're available, we will definitely be here. James, myself, maybe Onyx for the pre-match, maybe an hour or two. Yeah, just like a few hours before. I mean, not like just before. All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll link you on that. But and I feel like we've talked about so much, but I can always talk about Liverpool. But yeah, just excited, man. Before I log off, man, I just want to get a lot of you guys' final score prediction. Like I said, mine is 4-2. I got Mane twice, Salah and Firmino. Yeah, same here. I'm not getting no sleep. I'm not getting. I might take a small nap now, then I'll be up all night and then through to the. Try to enjoy the game, bro. I'm definitely gonna enjoy it. Yeah, so my score prediction is 4-2, 3-1 Mane. Yeah, I got a feeling Mane's gonna have a really good game. Same with Robertson. I don't think any of our guys are gonna be hiding tomorrow. I think everybody's gonna be up for the fight, physical, tackle. 3-0 Mane. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can see us getting up really, really quick and early on them with that press. Um, and I really think we're going to see a serious, serious press from Liverpool. Maybe like unlike we've seen before. 3-1, okay. We threw the City game, okay. 2-1 Owen, okay. All the attention will be on Salah. Yep, yep, yeah. And that's the thing. I think Mane and Robertson on the left side, if they can get that percolate, man, and just really just be flexible and overlapping there, I think we can really, really blow them away in that first 15 to 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. So yeah, we need to get possession at the start of the game to calm them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We just gotta hurry them. When they're on the ball, we gotta hurry, make them feel us. They have to know that they're in for a long physical game, almost similar to how you would think Atletico may do with them, but even with a better attack. So we got to really be just at it, and I think they will. This time we've had off, Real Madrid haven't had this time off. They've had some games. They drew their last game to Villarreal, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So not that that means much, and honestly, for these kind of games, stats and all these other things, intangible stuff, don't really matter because it's one game, 90 minutes. Um, and it's about on that field what can happen. That's why I don't really do. But I think it's something to be said for how rested we'll be because those boys are going to run all 90 minutes. Unless in some perfect world we were beating them 6-0 in the 70th minute, we might back off then. But unless that's the case, Liverpool are going to run more than I think you've ever seen them run. I mean, they're going to be at the end of that game, they're all going to just fall to their feet or fall down, just lay down, lay down straight because it's just when I'm begging to win it. We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. Anyway, guys, appreciate you guys being here, interacting, asking questions, leaving comments, and we'll see you tomorrow. So stay tuned for that.